It Chapter 2 is the sequel to 2017's It. Stars the cast from the first film, as well as James McAvoy, Jessica Chastain, and Isaiah Mustafa. And we pick up right where the first one left off, but 27 years later. Defeated by members of the Losers Club, the evil clown Pennywise returns to terrorize the town of Derry, Maine, once again. Now adults, the childhood friends have long since gone their separate ways. But when people start disappearing once again, Mike Hanlon, played by Isaiah Mustafa, calls the others home for one final stand against Pennywise. Damaged by scars from the past, the United Losers Club must conquer their deepest fears to destroy the shape-shifting Pennywise, now more powerful than ever. It Chapter 2 was great. And I'm gonna go as far as to say that It Chapter 2, I like this way more than the second half of the 1990 miniseries. Although I do have a few issues, and I'll just go into the negatives first. The 2 hour and 49-minute runtime isn't a problem, because to me it didn't feel like 3 hours. It ran by pretty quickly. There's very little Pennywise in the movie, which that is a little bit of a letdown, but when Pennywise does show up, he is still frightening. Bill Skarsgård is still giving a performance. Also, some of the CGI in this movie is not very. Some of it it wasn't necessary. I'll just say that the CGI, some of it wasn't necessary. Now, in some moments, I can understand why you need to use CGI, because Pennywise is a shapeshifter. But what I did like in It Chapter 2 was the strength of the cast, because this movie does rely on the strength of its cast members, both the kids and the adults. And since we are focusing on these characters 27 years later, it is required to go that route and focus on the kids. And I don't get what the mixed reactions are all about with this. This is a long movie, but if people are gonna complain this movie is too long for a 3-hour film, you might as well complain and say the same thing about Avengers Endgame, because that movie is 3 hours and 1 minute long. But at the end of the day, like I said, the strength of the cast is what keeps this movie afloat. Jessica Chastain is Beverly Marsh. Always gorgeous. Sia, she was amazing as Beverly Marsh. James McAvoy, he was good in the role. The third movie I've seen James McAvoy in this year. The other two being M. Night Shyamalan's Glass and X-Men Dark Phoenix, which wasn't very good, but wasn't very bad. Bill Hader is Richie though. He was hilarious in the movie. I loved his little banter he has. Isaiah Mustafa, perfectly cast as Mike Hanlon. Jay Ryan, as Ben, he was really great. James Ransom as Eddie, he was really good. Andy Bean as Stanley, he's pretty good for the screen time he gets. But it is the main actors of the Losers Club that really sells this movie. You also have returning cast members: Finn Wolfhard, Sophia Lillis, Jaden Martell Lieber, Chosen Jacobs, Jeremy Ray Taylor. The younger kids from Chapter 1 back. I did like the flashbacks that they were going to back to from when they were kids as the movie was going on, especially in the second half. And I will say the opening of this movie is even more brutal, viciously bloody than the opening in the first It. And that's what I have to give New Line Cinema and Warner Bros. A lot of credit for, because this is an R-rated movie, and not many R-rated movies, well, a few, because this movie was willing to take a big risk. This and It Chapter 1, they went for the bloody violence. They went for basically what you would expect from this movie. Now, if you are not a Stephen King fanatic, and if you're not a fanatic of horror films, this movie will not be for you. Because this movie gets really scary. There's not as much scares as that first one, but for the scares you do get, it's pretty enjoyable. Also, Andy Muschietti once again directs this to his 100%. The music by Benjamin Wallfish and the cinematography. This movie is a beautiful looking film, and the music is really well done here. It's even more creepier than I was anticipating. Also, the production design is also really great. I love the production design in this movie. That was really great. You do have a cameo from Stephen King as the pawn shop owner in one part of the movie. I won't say where it is, but I'm just gonna tell you, when you watch the movie, you'll see what I'm talking about. But all in all, I gotta say, I'm gonna say it, It Chapter 2 is just as great as It Chapter 1, and I think it's even better than its predecessor. So when both versions of this movie comes out on DVD, when both It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 come out on Blu-ray and DVD as a double feature, it's going to be interesting watching this back to back. But all in all, It Chapter 2, aside from some weak CGI and Pennywise needing to be in it a little more, and a little bit of underusage of some of the scares, I will say that It Chapter 2 is a lot better than what most people are saying about it, and I appreciate the faithfulness. I appreciate the themes that they were going for in this movie. So with that being said, I'm gonna give It Chapter 2 a better than Vampire Academy. I'm this close to giving it a seal of approval, but if you would fix some of the CGI and put Pennywise in it just a little bit more, I feel like it would have been a 10-out perfect film. But all in all, It Chapter 2, I felt 100% satisfied. And if they want to do a prequel, I'd be fine with it. And before I go, I will say it, both of these It movies from 2017 and It Chapter 2, they kicked the crap out of the Tim Curry ones. The Tim Curry one isn't bad, it's just not as good as I remember. So let me know what you guys think. of It Chapter 2 in the comment section down below. We are going to disagree, but as long as you don't throw no hissy fits, as long as you don't attack me, as long as you don't say any racial words, we good. So, do you like It Chapter 2? Did you not like it? I will see you guys in the next video. You guys keep cool and join the Epictasticness.